could be like twerking, you know what I mean? Like, girl, if you need to throw it back, you know what I mean? Like, do what you have to do you, boo. Hi Beebees, it's Rain Check, and I'm coming to you with something super real today. I mean, not like I don't always come to you with something real, but like, this is serious. So I don't know if y'all been living under a rock, but we're going through a pandemic, okay? And I don't know about you, but it's got me all types of fucked up because, like, what? You know what I mean? Like, I'm going through it, you know, and I think all of us are. And that's okay. Like, I just want to validate that that's like super okay to be going through it through a pandemic. Like, you know, like that makes sense to me. Today I want to talk to you about some resources when you're going through it that aren't just a turmeric or avocado face mask, you know what I mean? Because people's family members are literally dying. Face mask is not gonna help. You know what I mean? Like, that's not really what I need right now, you know? So I'm gonna come to you with some resources that I think could be super helpful, some that I've already tried, some things that I'm going to try. But I have some prefaces first. I am not an expert. I'm not a professional mental health counselor. I don't work in that field. I don't have expert knowledge, but I just have some resources that I think could be super helpful that are more than just skincare routines. Second preface, I think in general, it's important for non-professional Black and brown people to talk about mental health, even if we don't work in that field, because it's not talked about enough in our communities. Mental health is so important and so present in our communities. And real talk, we need to start acknowledging that. The first thing is everything is awry. It's like everything's crazy right now. If you're looking at statistics, I mean, domestic violence is at an all-time high right now, especially because people are inside. We're going through financial burden. We can't get out. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's stressed. And that's no reason for domestic violence abusers, but it's a real thing right now, and people are being victimized because of that. We need to talk about it. And besides that, just in general, Black and African American mortality rates because of COVID-19 is soaring. That does something to you. Also, talking about mental health doesn't just mean I'm complaining. Like, as Black and brown folk, we got a lot to be mad about. I mean, as Solange said it herself.
We got a lot to be mad about.
For real though. So I want to talk about some resources that I've thought up that aren't just face masks. All the professional resources will be attached below. So the first thing that I'm ashamed to say I've not done yet is finding a Black or brown therapist, bro. Black people need to go to therapy, and whoever's not encouraging that, like, walk away. Get out.
Get out.
We need to go to therapy. Like, we need to destigmatize what it means to get professional help for our mental health. You know, treat your mind and your mentals and your emotional status as if it was a body part. If you broke your foot, you wouldn't be like, oh, you know what, nah, Black people don't go and get their foot fixed. You know, I'm just gonna walk around with this broken foot, it's gonna be all right. No, you go get your fucking foot fixed. Same with your mental health, like, go act on that. I personally recommend finding a Black or brown therapist just because relatability is super important. Don't go to the white cisgender male therapist who's gonna not be able to understand what the fuck you're talking about. Like, go to someone who relates to your life experiences to some capacity so you feel heard and you feel understood when you're talking. Like, don't waste your breath. In addition to that, I think now's the best time to go to therapy just because of telehealth. Like, therapy is so accessible. You can sit in your home right now and have a doctor's visit with literally anyone around the country because you don't have to leave. Like, and that's also best because in case you want someone, but they're not, like, for example, this is amazing because I live in Florida. Let's say I want a Black femme therapist to follow in my insurance, but there's none in my state. Maybe there's one in Arizona. So let me go get therapy in Arizona. What? Like, I'm gonna literally be on my computer like, hi ma'am, you know what I mean? And I can be sitting right from my bedroom. Like, that's so accessible. It can be affordable because you can finally find someone who matches your qualifications that you're looking for, but also matches your price range and insurance. Like, come on now, come on. So my second tip, I think it's so important that in this time, especially now that we have so much more time, we take the opportunity to invest in ourselves. And I think going to therapy is a beautiful example of investing in yourself, but at the same time, what can you do at home between therapy sessions? You know what I mean? Like, you're not going every single day. So what do you do in the meantime to remind yourself that you're valuable, you have a purpose, and you're worth surviving for? Investing in yourself could look like anything. It could be, you know, your basic skincare routine, or it could be investing in your spirituality and finding purpose through a higher being, or it could be like twerking, you know what I mean? Like, girl, if you need to throw it back, throw it back. You know what I mean? Like, do what you have to do you, boo, but make sure that you're feeling valuable. Make sure you feel like you have a purpose and you have a reason to live. Like, that's so important, giving yourself purpose, because a lot of us brown and black folk, we work for other people. We don't get to have our own businesses and invest in our own visions, you know what I mean? And that has to do with a class, you know, financial burdens, what we're educated about and given access to. So it all makes sense, you know what I mean? But this is something that it takes nothing. Something I recommend to the people I love and I care about is start a passion project. And you don't have to be super talented at something to be passionate about it. If you like art, but you're horrible, you can barely draw a circular, you know what I mean? Doesn't matter. Buy some cheap ass watercolor, a little bit of brush, a little bit of paper, you know what I mean? And practice your circles, you know what I mean? Like, invest in yourself and do something that makes you feel good and happy and worth it, you know what I mean? That's so important. My last main tip for today is really just remembering how important it is to reach out or to read, reflect, and relate. Like, whichever one you're going to choose, I think building community is so important in this time. Being able to feel supported even when we're physically alone. I mean, not that I'd ever wish my traumas on anyone else, but when you're going through shit, like, it's nice to be like, okay, sis, you're going through it with me, we understand each other. You know what I mean? And that's really all it is. I personally recommend reading. I reach out as well, but I'm a little more like introverted, which I know you probably wouldn't expect, but like, I'm outgoing, but I'm introverted, so yeah. But I like reading because I think literature is a great outlet of escapism. I could fall into another story, another lifestyle, another lifetime just through reading a book. And I think having access to escape is so important when we feel like we're stuck in one place. Being able to dive into another story and relate to it and feel it and enjoy it, like, is so valuable. I personally love reading stories written by women who look like me and have experiences like me. Black femme stories are so humbling to me. I learned so much about our own experiences and our own lifestyles and how diverse they are. And besides that, I think it's also good to read because it's a way to be productive, but like low-key, you know what I mean? Like I said in my first video, this is not the time to be like, I have to start the best-selling novel, or, you know, I'm gonna make a business, or I'm going to whatever else successful rich people do. But I think reading is a way to gain knowledge and learn a lot without even feeling like you are, and it's also entertainment, so I highly recommend. But yeah, I know this wasn't like a million gazillion tips, but I wanted to keep this video short because y'all niggas don't even be watching past the first 2 minutes, so you know, I'm trying to be considerate. But yeah, make sure that you comment below what you plan on doing to make sure you're maintaining your mental health. That's not just a face mask. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't. I'm tired of telling you, like, come on, you know you like this video. You know you like my personality. You know you like these fits, okay? Like, subscribe so you can see more. I love y'all. Take care. Like, don't do anything stupid because I better see you, you know, for my next couple videos. So, anyway, I'm gonna go wash off this makeup because the girl's sweating. But read the description box below for some real resources for mental health and some hotlines that could be super useful to either you or someone that you know. But yeah, have a good quarantine. Bye.